I thought from the word go, I liked what I saw. I thought there was life about us. There was bite about us. I thought the boys sniffed it. I thought we were aggressive with our work. Two systems matched up, 5-3-2. We spoke about when the team lines come in, about individual battles, fighting our corner. I thought we, in each department of the team, I thought we were better in that first half. I thought we passed up 2 or 3 opportunities before we got the first goal, and that's always a bone of contention. But the players were relentless, the perseverance was good, and we got a just reward. I thought we, not only first goal but the second goal, for applying that pressure. So we wanted to be physical with them, we wanted to ask the question, we wanted to get balls in the box, we wanted to try and get that all important first goal. So good reference for us, that type of performance, because you're up against a good team. At 2-0, we spoke at half time, no backslapping. There's too many good players in the other dressing room that you can totally relax. And when you see one talented player come off the bench for another, front players, you've got to contend with that. When there's 5 or 6 attacking players, you've got to try and deal with that. And I just thought we could have picked them off with that all important third goal, but we managed to defend and do a lot of things right up until the first minute injury time. It's a foul, clear foul. The referee's got to see the handball for Bejelin before in the build-up. I mean, he swiped it into his path, and I know that can't get brought back for VAR because it's no significant, but it was significant. It's a free kick for the edge of the box, and Matty scores it brilliantly. I mean, it's a fantastic finish. So, but it shouldn't have got to that point. It should have been a handball. I'm disappointed with that, but I think over the piece it was a win that we deserved. It was an important win for us. It shows again, I think it's 4 wins for 5 at home. Our home form has been very good, and it's going to have to remain that. We've got another home game against St Mirren, and a similar performance will give us a chance to win that game.
You spoke about Robinson being like a new signing. You must be delighted for him in his first
Aye,
start
it
back.
does feel as if the window opened early getting him back. I've missed him. I had 52 minutes of him, my first game as manager at Queen of the South, and he led the line brilliantly then. And then he's had to suffer setback after setback. There's been loads of cuddles, loads of talking to him, there's been loads of trying to keep his spirits up. He's been helping me with match reports, keeping him involved. But he brings life to the dressing room. He's such a popular boy and everybody was willing him to do well. I resisted the temptation of starting him at Motherwell, try to build his minutes up. Got to be fair, it's nearly a calendar year he's been out. So, but he led the line brilliantly. He allows me to go with a front 2 more because he is one that can play with a partner. But he was up against 2 good players tonight, and I thought him and Doidge were excellent, relentless with their work, got a hood of the ball for us, they were a threat. And brilliant for him to score a goal. I mean, it's brilliant for us he scores a goal, but I mean, not just for his work tonight, his work for the last year. It's brilliant to see that reward for a boy who's so honest and so deserving of that.
A huge amount of belief now in that team. I thought it really was evident that first half. They really believed that they could get this.
Yeah, listen, we've been like that this season at home, and I don't know why it is. I don't want to, on such a positive night for us, I don't know, I'd want to reflect on our away form, but it shouldn't be any different. We still try and set up positively away from home, and our concentration levels were good tonight, and it had to be because we're up against good players, but we're going to have to maintain that type of home form, because if we do, we'll give ourselves the best chance to enjoy the season. But our away form is going to have to improve. But we've got another home game against St Mirren. I watched them on Saturday and they beat Aberdeen as well, and it was a strong performance, and another team who will ask the question, so we need to make sure we're ready for that one.
If you can get something against St Mirren, a positive result, that really puts you in a good position going into this new year.
Yeah, and then we've got 3 games against the Old Firm in a row, so we're going to be tested, we're going to be stretched. It's a month. We've finished off, it's quite a significant year for the club, you know, getting back into the top flight, getting back to Hampden for the first time in 10 years. 2022 will be remembered as a good year for the club, and it was important that we finished it off properly in front of the supporters. I thought supporters were brilliant tonight. So we're at a halfway stage. I think we'll improve as we go along. I think we're a wee bit naive early on in the campaign, and we're miles away from being perfect, but there's enough life about us and enough encouragement, and beating teams like Aberdeen tonight here will do the players no harm.
I know you're not a big believer in sort of stats and records like that, but 11 years, you're quite a hex over Kilmarnock in your time at Aberdeen, it almost seems fitting that you break that 11-year record.
Well, these records, you go to clubs and it's either you struggle against certain teams and you do really well against other teams. They're always going to get broken at some point, but it's the players that won the game tonight. You know, it's and they won it by doing so much right. So I'm delighted for them.